I
The
want to hear
pasta
about the
war.
pasta war.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say pasta the way British people do?
He's Canadian.
Look, it's just the word past with an at the end. Pasta.
No.
It's like bagel is.
That's not how we pronounce it in America.
And that's not
It's
how
like
and that's
bagel.
not how like anything else in the English language works.
It's like bagel is just bag with an ill at the end.
No.
Did you say bagel?
Yes. I don't know where you guys are getting a
Oh,
Y. It's not
no.
bagel. That's not what the animal is. It's a seagull. Like, get out of here with your bagels. Anyway, War of the Pasta.
Okay, so you have the Midwest thing.
The Midwest
The-
thing. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
where like you raise all the as.
I guess I'll scroll CAD comic.
Or I
while
guess
you
like
guys
it's
do this.
lowering.
so
How do you
my
say
dad was
egg?
like, egg?
We're never starting this intermission.
How do you say agriculture?
Agriculture?
Mm. Okay, anyways, tell us about the pasta war.
Well, my dad bought some stuff for pasta. He's like, I'm gonna make pasta, and then he said, you know what, you're gonna make the pasta. And I said, you bought the stuff, you're gonna make the pasta. And then my grandmother said, actually, I'm gonna make the pasta. And to which we said, no, you're not gonna make the pasta. And then my and then Frank was like, you know what, I'm not gonna make the pasta either. And then we said, we didn't ask you, and I don't even know who he is, but he's not making the pasta either. And then we argued
You
back and
don't
forth.
know who your uncle is?
And then and then we argued.
I'm starting to feel like there's more problematic dynamics here than who's making the pasta.
Eventually, I won the pasta war because I wasn't making the pasta and my dad was making the pasta.
Okay, I'm gonna click intermission now.
Look, it was an important story. Oh, I need to unmute the intermission.
Is there any audio for this part?
Not really. Are we assigning characters, or am I reading everything?
God.
We should probably assign characters.
Kevin doesn't want to read.
In a setup. I'm not in a setup where I can read.
Okay. I'll take some.
Okay.
Who were we all anyway?
You were Jack Noir because you were everyone important besides John Egbert, who was April.
Did we like split up
but who
the
was
entire
Spade
Midnight
Slick?
Crew?
You.
Spade Slick is not Jack Noir.
Yes, he is.
He's also not Jack Noir, and he's also not Jack Noir. You made that very clear the other day.
No, he is Jack Noir, but he's not Jack Noir nor Jack Noir.
Nor Jack Noir. And he is a noir Jack Noir, so...
Is he the Sovereign Slayer?
No.
No.
That's not Jack
Spade
Noir.
Slick is not the Sovereign Slayer.
Your name is Spade Slick. You are the leader of a notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew. A rival gang known as the Felt recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door.
Wait, that's the inciting incident? They knocked over a casino?
I think that's slang term for like robbing it or blowing it up.
I like the idea that they just pushed really hard and it just fell over like a domino.
Fuck, my setup doesn't make any sense, actually. Hold on. Everything's gonna be wrong suddenly. Everything's rapidly wrong in many ways that I can't do anything about. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. This is wrong. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. This is stupid, because this doesn't make any sense. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the mansion belonging to their loathsome boss, Lord English. Your subordinates, Clubs Deuce, Diamonds Droog, and Hearts Boxcars, have been dispatched to various locations throughout the mansion to begin carrying out your mission. Your objective is to locate and crack English's secret vault and plunder its mysteries. That's the business end of it. The pleasure will be painting this ugly house red with the blood of those miserable green motherfuckers. Spade Slick, inspect timekeeping devices. Stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. The sooner all these idiots stop being alive, the better. You wonder where they are. It's awfully quiet in the mansion, sans all the dreadful ticking. Capsulog carriage clock. You obviously have no idea what that means. If it's some smartass way of saying to pick it up, forget it. You're already carrying an item. It's your trusty deck of cards. Build fort with clocks. You have an idea that's so much better. Clocks destroyed, 4 out of 1,000. Check for traps under the billiards rug. What is under the rug is much worse than any trap you can imagine. It is a member of a species that you do not recognize, with a ghastly furred upper lip. Did my stream, like the Discord end of it, continue functioning?
It looked
I
fine to
think.
me.
Aye, aye.
I can see the ghastly furred upper lip.
You cover the unsightly individual back up and try to forget it ever existence. Existence? Sorry, I was reading chat and then I stopped speaking correctly. Play 52 pickup. You would need a deck of cards to play that infernal game. Fortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor. Open war chest. Shuffle contents of war chest. You rummage around. It's no unusual assortment of belongings, and nothing any mobster worth his salt would be caught plotting and scheming without. Certainly nothing eyebrow-raising. Bunch of blades, some playing cards, and a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also your vendetta itinerary and your heist map.
I
I
have
thought
an objection to make
I
here.
thought that Spade Slick didn't recognize the species of the guy under the rug.
No, this one doesn't have a furred upper lip, so that can't be the same species.
Same genus, though.
I see.
Take a genetics class, April.
I
I
understand.
like how the war chest has 5 butt plugs glued to the top. I don't know if that's exactly what the situation is. Scavenge war chest for fancy headwear. If there are any elaborate headdresses in here, you'll eat your haberdasher. But of course, there is only a plain and serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs. Which makes you think that maybe you're wearing your backup hat, and this is your usual one? Hell if you know, they're the same damn hat. Hide inside your war chest. You cannot hide properly inside the chest because you cannot close it while you're inside. Instead, you momentarily pretend it is a really cool automobile that commands the fear and respect of larcenous adversaries everywhere. Beep, beep, beep. All aboard the idiot wagon. Start up the Crosby top.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
What?
The Crosby top.
What about the Crosby top?
Captain's always talking about the Crosby top. We all know it.
Like, how did Spade Slick get it? When we last saw, which is in the future actually, when we will futurely last see it, it's in the hands of like what? Kanaya, I think? One of the trolls. Which begs the question of how did she get a laptop in the shape of a human?
Is that what this thing is?
That's a good question.
I don't think you should think about the
That's
Midnight Crew
definitely a laptop
intermission.
in the shape of a human.
Yeah, it is, and like the troll who
What if it
came
just
from
looks like that?
uses it. They use it as a laptop, I'm pretty sure.
But what if it just looks like that? What if there's a sentient species somewhere else in a different universe that looks like our laptops? Is that what this thing is? You've had it for some time and don't quite remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe-smoking creature. Perhaps it could be the same species as the character you just saw under the rug, but you know that is impossible because this one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. They're probably differing species within the same genus. Go to mspaintadventures.com.
See, it is a laptop.
No one was ever debating the fact that it was a laptop, Kevin. Not a single one of us had a problem
I thought
with
it
that.
was a desktop.
Oh, I see. Well, it is. He's a desk. You don't know why you're wasting time on this website. It is for little children who poop hard in their baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on, or who all these characters are. It's a lot of nonsense.
Mood.
Delete the time setting on the Crosby top. Clock's destroyed. 5 out of 1,000. Spade Slick. Take the spade key. You take the rules card for blackjack. You have possessed this item for as long as you can remember. You do not yet know its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. Examine
The significance is it's a Delta Rune reference.
Oh yeah. That's why we have to examine the Vendetta itinerary. These are the mugshots of everyone you are going to kill. You've got a head start. You already offed crowbar, matchsticks, and quarters, depleting them of some of their muscle. You've still got to watch out for the others and stay wary of their despicable time shenanigans. Itchy has given you the slip repeatedly. Doze you've captured and interrogated just as repeatedly to no avail. Trace has broken into your secret hideout more times than you can count, while Finn always seems to be a step ahead of you and scoops your heists. Clover has all the intel and is highly cooperative. You might need him to crack the vault. He'll be guarded. Best to avoid Die in any direct confrontations unless you want a temporal mess on your hands. But if you need any repairs, you could always get to Stitch and persuade him. And you might need to if you can't kill Sawbuck with a clean shot. Eggs and Biscuits are morons, but they're dangerous morons. Cans is a tank and your crew will probably need more ammunition than you pack to take him down. No one knows what Lord English looks like, but that'll be corrected tonight. You've got dibs on English. He's all yours.
Now you see, I don't get the name pun with Sawbuck.
I don't know.
Which one is Sawbuck?
What it says.
That's
He's
a Pokemon. That's just a Pokemon, and it's definitely more than 10 on the Pokedex.
Sawbuck is a $10 bill. Apparently. Wonder where the number 8 mugshot went. It's right here. But you aren't gonna kill Snowman. It's out of the question.
I'm very curious to learn Snowman's ascension story.
Spade Slick. Examine heist map.
What does ascension mean?
Kevin's just using a funny word to describe the fact that if Snowman dies, the universe ends.
Yes, and how did Snowman ascend to such a position of threat level?
I don't know, that's just the felt. How did Biscuits get an oven that makes him travel out 1 minute per minute?
Why is a random black queen part of the felt?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's Snowman. She's the 8th
That's not
member
a-
of the Felt.
She's not a random Black Queen. She's the Black Queen.
Yeah, but like, which? There's like
Well,
two?
well, you know of 2, and you know what happened to one of them.
It is
Oh,
the
it's the
troll.
other one.
This is the Troll's Black Queen because this is the Troll's exile universe.
Then why are there 15? These can't be the Trolls Exiles.
The Felt
No,
are not
the Felt are
exiles. The
something
Felt are
different.
just. I need to stress. I
Well, one
can't
of
stress
them's an
enough.
exile.
Yeah, one of them's in exile, but the other 14 aren't.
She's not a leprechaun. She's not...
I don't think we're buying that.
On review, your schemes seem a bit convoluted, but you wouldn't have it any other way. Do
I
you
want to know
know
who
the
designed this
song
place.
about their crew? Whose crew? The Veld? Or the Midnight Crew?
Is there a song about the felt?
I don't know. Yeah, I know how the Midnight Crew goes. I sung it on loop to these assholes before I started. Deuce and Droog split up to neutralize as many felt as they can find. Your heavy muscle and expert safecracker, Boxcars, is headed straight down to the vault. Oh yeah, because Donkey Kong is the 6th member of the Midnight Crew. Use radio device to check on unscrupulous cohorts. You put the also, those are not butt plugs, those would hurt. You put the word out to your cronies for a status report. No response yet. You clean up all your junk and prepare to get this show on the road. You slip the spade key back into the deck of cards, then pocket the war chest. Smooth as clockwork and every bit as logical. Enter the hallway near the main entrance. Funny, you didn't hear any commotion or gunplay, but it looks like there's already been some action in here. Or there will be. You can never take tenths for granted with these goons. 13 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Looks like Club's Deuce is getting back to you. He says he's got Doze tied up for interrogation. You ask him what else is new. Capturing that guy is like shooting a paralyzed monkey in the face. Spade Slick. B. Hart's Boxcars. You are now Club's Deuce. Am I also being Club's Deuce and you're being the other two?
Why is Club's Deuce Hearts Boxcars?
I can be Club's Deuce.
I can't handle you, Kevin. You're Club's
We can let
Deuce.
Kevin be Club's Deuce. I thought Kevin wasn't going to take any, but if he's volunteering.
Well, Club's Deuce has like 5 lines.
Nope,
So
Club's Deuce has the second most.
That's not true.
It hella is. Hearts Boxcars has 5 lines.
Well, that's because he doesn't do anything. You are now Club's Deuce. You're gonna need to scroll down. I can't read that line because I've got Discord stupid things.
This isn't going to be
Rough
very
them up.
efficient then, is it?
You just need to scroll a bit more than you think. He remains tight-lipped, so you deal him with a senseless shin-drubbing with your crook of felony. Oh, the humanity you can barely watch. He's probably still using his special abilities to slow time for himself. He can't feel a thing, and he certainly isn't saying anything, apart from a very low noise, which could be him saying, ow, very, very slowly. Ow.
You're not Doze.
That was my imitation of Doze. It was my Doze imitation. Punch clocks in faces to establish chronology. Why would you do that? All these clocks are lovely. You see no reason to harm them. 978 out of 1,000 clocks unharmed.
That's not what that says.
No, it's okay. We took out 10 more, apparently.
9 more.
That's
I said
not.
78.
That's 9 more.
I don't care.
Look, reading's hard. Swap hats with those. You begin a feeble campaign of psychological warfare. Perhaps compromising his fashion motif is the way to get to him. Nope. Looks like he's still in his weird state of stasis and doesn't care. Either that or it's driving him nuts. Just very slowly. Club's Deuce. Dump the contents of your war chest over him. War chest? What are you talking about? All you've got is this simple, unassuming deck of cards. Play some solitaire.
Why is Itchy there?
Don't be stupid. To play solitaire, you'd need a deck of cards. I don't see a deck of cards. Do you? All I see is your battle drobe. Clubs deuce. Throw the hat down and stomp it mercilessly. Oh no, it's itchy. And it looks like he's all wound up. He unties does and quickly swaps everyone's hats around.
Where did the second black hat come from?
Itchy.
But Itchy was wearing the yellow hat before.
Yeah, but he had it.
Does proceeds to make a fleet-footed getaway. The chase is on!
Spade Slick! Stop being Heart's boxcars! Also, it's Jack Noir's hat, to be clear, is the other black hat.
Jack Noir's and Diamond's Droog's hats look too similar. They just in general look too similar.
Alright, you're the boss. Heart's boxcars, you ain't. Someone has replaced your plain and serviceable hat with a silly and undersized one. An outrage beyond compare. You're sure you know who the culprit was. You can still smell his overly caffeinated blood. 986 out of 1,000 clocks shown mercy. Lift left leg and hold it a little ways in the air. Oops. Four out of 15 green torsos dead. Wear Clubs Deuce's hat on top of your current one. You are already wearing Deuce's hat, you fool. The one on the floor is Droog's hat. This is exactly why you always keep a backup hat on hand. This son of a bitch on the floor here has played his last game of musical hats. Soon these lugs will learn to show you some respect. You made this town what it is after all. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of dust and rocks before you got here.
A great architect he is.
I don't think you can just call a spade suit a butt plug, because that's just not the shape it is.
Where are we getting this conversation from?
From
I
chat!
cannot see the
From
chat.
Twitch chat.
I can't open the chat.
I
I'm
don't
on tablet.
care!
Oh no. Oh,
If I
dear.
share my whole screen, you're not going to be able to read shit.
No, I'm not saying you should. I'm just laughing amusedly at the lack of context.
Wear backup hat. You deploy your chest and swap this dinky little hat for one more suited to your tastes. Wait a minute. Thank God, your precious Scotty dogs are still here. You don't know what you'd do without them. You don't want to even think about it. Guy makes his usual sort of entrance, the nonplussed, vaguely bewildered sort. Spade Slick, be Diamond's Droog. You got it.
You got it. Clubs deuce it is. You have opened your battle drobe in search of your backup hat. You also need some more rope to retie those, who's absolutely tearing through the mansion as we speak. If you don't hurry, he may clear the chair within the hour. But it's a big mess. You mostly just see a bunch of bombs and cards. You're not sure what's what. You can never remember which card to pick up. You can't believe how awful your memory is. Clubs deuce. Grab the deuce of clubs. You pick up 2 licorice gummy bears. These need to be stored for safekeeping as soon as possible. Finding your backup hat has never been more urgent. Clubs deuce. Pick up all the cards and throw them at does. You pick up a bunch of cards and fling them dozeward. Didn't accomplish a whole lot other than putting some of your private reading material on embarrassing public display. Clubs deuce. Pick a card, any card. Win big or your money back guarantee. That sounds like a lose-lose situation. You're a busy
Is that
guy,
a
so you just
bomb?
you're a busy
Yes.
guy, so you're So you just pick up any old thing and put it on your head. Since you are in a big hurry, you will assume that it is your backup hat. You stand nearby the two remaining cards on the floor, an off-suited king and jack. Pickup card depicting stately blonde-haired fellows. You aren't you aren't going to stand around wasting time all day long, so you grab the jack of diamonds. Oh, here's your backup hat. Problem solved, you guess. Problem sleuthed? I don't know. Club's deuce. Forget you were club's deuce. Believe you are hot's box cars.
April, you're up.
You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Droog. Whoever took your hat is about to discover he's the unluckiest man on Earth. He better hope you find him dead. What you're gonna do to him will be much less painful that way. Wear a backup hat. You don't have a backup hat. All you got is this deck of cards. Oh, wait, yes, you do. It's stashed away in your Brausoleum. Retrieve hat from Brausoleum. You are the only member of this band of thugs who is civilized enough to keep more than one backup hat, as well as an extensive array of finely tailored suits. The Brausoleum seemed like the best storage option for your exceptional wardrobe. If there's any better sort of a compartment to keep your wardrobe in, you'd love to hear it. Also, there's a shitload of guns and cards in there, too. You put on a backup hat. Withdraw licorice fish from backup hat. Ooh, your Swedish fish are there. This is why it's a good idea to always store your candy in your backup hat rather than your usual one. Other members of your gang have learned this the hard way, and they're finally starting to catch on. Suddenly, you got cold cocked in the face from the future. You'd know the knuckles belong to that sucker punch anywhere. Trace always knows where you've been. The spineless rat likes to follow your past trail around and mess with you. Trouble is, whenever he does, he lets you know exactly where he's going to be in the future. This time, you'll be ready for him. You radio Deuce for backup. Give him a time and place and exactly what path of the dimension to take. Resume pursuit of wounded felt number. You don't know if the wounded guy went up the stairs or came down, or who wounded him and when. Might have even been you for all you know. Follow a trail of blood up the stairs. And overthink this time stuff. You go with your gut and head upstairs.
Club's deuce. Follow Diamond's Droog's instructions. After giving a quick 10-4 over the radio, you take another look at your prisoner. He lucked out. Looks like round 2 of your brutal interrogation will have to wait. You couldn't find any rope, so you tied him up with a Stretch Armstrong doll, which you just happened to have lying around. You don't remember how you got it. It looks sort of dumb, but it will have to do. Club's deuce. Do something, because I can't read that. Just lock those in the battledrove. Time to hit the road. You beat your boss. What?
You
You beat
heat
your
your
boss.
bostage. Isn't that a Pokemon?
New Pokemon dropped. Bostage.
Isn't that like Arvin's
beat-
dog who's dying?
Yes. You beat your hostage into the back of your battledrome with your bull cane. Wait, is this a cane?
Well, it's a bull penis cane, maybe.
Might be. You flip out over the fact that that's apparently what this is. Meanwhile, running roughly parallel with present events.
Itchy always cheats, but he's always cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead. Looks like he got what he deserved, but, as usual, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Spade Slick, make friends with Dye. You introduce your cast iron horse hitcher to your new friend. Dye scrambles for a pin he's been saving for a special occasion. How many times does he have to tell you? He made this town. Who's Heart's Boxcars?
You.
Okay. Heart's Boxcars, stop being Spade Slick. You stop not being Heart's Boxcars. You've made your way to the Felt's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You doubt you'll be able to rely on your usual safe-cracking method, which is prying it out from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. Heart's Boxcars, do a silly dance. This is just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could possibly choose to do right now. I mean, come on. Why didn't you take a closer look at that safe? Seriously, stop that. Heart's Boxcars, pry the wall from the safe. That notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. Looks like the combination to the safe is entered via the hands of the clock, and you somehow doubt spinning the hands around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you've got to alter the flow of time itself to make it work. Which of course is bullshit. You think you'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Deuce on the radio. Heart's Boxcars, deploy Punchbox. You deploy the Wrath Tub. Heart's Boxcars, retrieve 2 of hearts from backup hat. You retrieve your pair of wax lips. If anyone tried to steal your wax lips, you would eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture into their empty sockets. Haru's Red Cheeks magazine. Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardioaficionados such as yourself. Those burgeoning red humps, that mischievous little tail, the snug, welcoming cleft. The saucy imagery is hard to beat. Harder than what you beat inside your chest now. Your heart is what you're beating. You beat it to the Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you'd say. Heart's Boxcars. Call clubs on nearest card. You radio Deuce on the 10-4 cards. Let him know you need a powder monkey on the double. You hear ticking, and it's not coming from the big vault clock above. You hope it's not what you think it is. Oh no. Oh god. It's Biscuits. His oven timer is ticking. This is no good. There he is. This idiot thinks his special oven transports him into the future by the amount he sets on the timer. Well, he's sort of right. But in reality, all that's happening is that he's hiding in there until the timer's up, and then pops out. You guess he's relatively harmless if he's alone. You can take him. What you really have to worry about is if he teams up with... Oh no, that ringing. That god-awful ringing. You can hear it.
So Biscuits doesn't have any special powers, then.
No, he has a...
Biscuits has a special power. He can
He
travel
has
into the
a
future.
special oven that transports him into the future by the amount he sets on the timer.
It's
Eggs.
very well.
Son of a fuck! You might as well just grab one of your axes and kill yourself now.
Club's Deuce, follow path. In the future, you've already followed the path through the mansion that Droog told you to. Trace followed Droog's past trail even further back, but found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy's talking on the radio. Says something about he'll be right there once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides he'll trace this guy for a while, and see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. In the present, you talk on the radio. Say something about how you'll be right there once you give Droog a hand.
Friends Drew, take a good look around the new room you're in. Looks like the trail of blood ends here. Or originates. Whatever. Something went down here in the past. Or is about to go down in the future? You know what? Never mind. 21 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Hang on. There's a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You've felt the bite before. Finn was here. And judging by the forensics of the scene, the angle it hit the floor, the direction of the blood splatters, and how dry the blood is, you think you know exactly what he's about to pull. More specifically, what he's about to already have pulled.
Can we talk about the semantics of that sentence? Because I'm having a stroke trying to comprehend it.
Finn
Pretty
always
straightforward.
knows where you're going. He's followed your future trail here. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is, he tips you off to where he's been. This time, you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. Now. Predestined bullet holes are convenient. Gives you something to aim for.
You know, it makes me wonder how good of a power that is. If they can counterattack from the future. Like, what? That seems... You're essentially turning yourself into a time machine and taking the bullets back in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 out of 21 clocks are re-destroyed.
Flick! Rematerialize. That doesn't make any sense. You never went anywhere. Guy realizes there is a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in a desert amidst the ruins of a dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks that's stupid, so he pulls your pin. Oh look, a planet with 2 moons. Curious.
Oh, so it is. I never noticed that.
Well, it is Alternia,
Huh.
so...
Hmm. I thought you were going to say Prosper for some reason.
No.
But yeah, that's incorrect. This is Alternia. But I see 3 celestial bodies.
Well, that's because there's like sub-moons to the moons.
What?
One
Submoon.
of Alternia's moons has a moon.
I think so, yeah. Spade Slick! Help the green man live up to his name. Spade Slick! Take Voodoo Doll. You grab his voodoo doll and stick his pin in there for good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you've offed this way, too. Not that you intend to abuse its power to settle your score. What's the point if you're not going to get your hands dirty? Still, it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposedly indestructible. He's rumored to be killable only through a number of glitches and exploits in space-time. The doll may ultimately help you work the system if it comes to that. Spade Slick. Clocks. Destroy them. 29 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 5 out of 15 green torsos dead.
Simon's Droog. Follow Blood Trail downstairs and finish him off. Problem with that is, he'll just see your future trail following him, and that'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, better to leave him alive. You think you know where he'll lead you to. Just got to be a little more subtle about tracing his blood trail. Keep your future trail out of his line of sight.
Spade Slick. Return to being Heart's boxcars.
Spade Slick cannot return to being Heart's boxcars, because obviously Diamond's Droogs is too busy being Club's Deuce. You just watch Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. That guy's awfully silly. He then skulks off somewhere. You don't realize he's following Droog's past trail through the mansion until he gets to the point where it intersects with your trail, at which point he'll start following you. But we all realized it, because it's obvious and couldn't possibly be more clear. Club's Deuce. Implement nefarious scheme. You follow Droog's simple instructions. So simple, even a forgetful nincompoop like you can remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in a different direction than Trace went. You decide to follow it, because that sounds like a really good idea to you. If there's something you were supposed to do after helping out Droog, you'll be darned what that was. Trace catches up to where you were, but you're already gone. All he sees is a long, gross, rubbery arm of your past trail stretching through the room. He finds his comrade tied up with the stretchy, rubbery arms of a small man. But there's nothing gross or unpalatable about that. Doze unslows himself and begins mumbling something feverishly about his hat. Seven out of 15 green torsos dead. 107 out of 100. I guess it was a big explosion. 107 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed.
Why is this place of 1,000 clocks?
It's Lord English's manor.
Finn makes his way through the mansion to get some help. He wonders where this little guy is going. Deuce's future trail is headed in the same direction he's headed. By sheer coincidence, Finn decides to follow him for a bit. Keep an eye on him. For as long as Deuce's path matches his, that is. There's pretty much no chance he's headed to the same place, though. That would be statistically impossible.
Improbable.
He's got no idea what the other goons here are up to. Funny, their future trails end here. He's not going to stick around long enough to find out why. He's a bit too woozy from the blood loss to sort this mess out anyway. Club's Deuce. Follow the Red Blood Road. That reminds me. Earlier today, Google literally said, turn left onto the yellow brick road. And that sure was a thing. We sure did take the yellow brick road today.
Stop doxing yourself.
Oh, please. I'm sure there's a million. Besides, this isn't where I live.
Are these
I'm on
idiots just
vacation.
following themselves around in circles?
It's
Yes.
uncanny. This little guy is matching Finn's route every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides he's got to take him out. But he can't get a clear shot. Too dizzy. And with all that C4 under Deuce's hat, firing would be a bad idea. My God, he thought of everything! Clearly, we're dealing with a criminal. You stop to admire this gorgeous clock. It's so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the clocks in this place. Not that you can blame them. There's so many clocks in this mansion. Oh God, there's too many clocks. It's obviously impractical to make sure they all work properly. Ooh, a trail of blood. You think you'll start following it?
Hart's boxcars waste exactly 4 hours on this tomfoolery. You hate time travel, 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 you hate time travel. Above, a spectator has appeared at the strike of 4 and has been giggling at your foolishness for a number of minutes. Clover would have been tickled to help you open this vault, at the cost of answering a few of his clever time riddles, needless to say. If only you'd thought to seek his help first, rather than charging like a silly brute you are into this deadly trap of stable and not-so-stable time loops. Mostly unstable, really. These guys are way too dumb to maintain even elementary looping stability for more than a couple iterations. If you weren't so preoccupied, Clover could tell you that you could use Crowbar's help to pry anything out of a time loop, stable or otherwise. If you weren't so preoccupied, and if you weren't so dead. Stitch mutters to himself in his shop. He guesses eggs and biscuits are roughhousing again, because the fabric of space-time is tearing something fierce on Lord English's Cairo overcoat. This sort of thing is exactly why he keeps a backup coat, and always leaves Stitch with one of them. Any gang does well to have an in-house doctor on hand, but if you deal in time travel, you better have a damn good tailor, too. Hearts boxcars. Calls Spades for backup. You tell Slick to get his scrawny ass to the vault. It's goddamn bedlam down here. You tell him you asked Deuce for backup, but surprise, surprise, he's nowhere to be found. Big surprise, you tell him. You tell him that was sarcasm. He says he knows. Slick says he'll be right there. He'll see if he can round up Droog for support. Droog says Deuce is tailing Finn, while he is tailing Deuce. He'll be there to help out Boxcars as soon as he and Deuce take care of business with Stitch. Couldn't be simpler. Oh yeah, he also mentions he pumped Finn full of lead, so you can cross him off the list. You roger all that. Finn busts into Stitch's workshop blubbering something about watching out for the little guy who's about to come in here. He says to watch out because he's got a bomb on his head, which is undoubtedly quite volatile, and even the slightest spark would surely set it off. Stitch sees Finn's obviously in pretty bad shape, and checks his effigy. Sure enough, the thing's in tatters, but he should be fine if it can just be patched up before he bleeds to... death. 8 out of 15 green torsos dead.
Club's juiced. Burst in, thrusting cane. Everybody out of the dang way. You've got a hat full of bomb. Okay.
Everybody out of the goddamn way! You've got a hat full of bomb, a fist full of penis, and a head full of empty! Back to it, Kevin.
Okay. Stitch says drop the livestock bomb and settle down. He says you do
Does
realize
not say bomb.
Yeah.
Well, I can't read. So you do realize C4 is a stable explosive and won't detonate with gunfire, right? Cool.
Diamond's Drew, sneaking at Stitch's boutique. Drop it and get in. Don't bleed on the suits. Stitch says, huh? You admit the thought of carrying an imprisoned tailor wherever you go is gratifying for personal reasons. But in this case, keeping him alive should be useful in dealing with English later.
Hearts boxcars, prod idiots with red cheeks. This predictably accomplished nothing. Taking your smut out of hiding turned out to be a very bad idea. Now copies from the future are appearing left and right, and these clowns have their paws all over it. Slick, where the hell are you? Spade Slick, remove Crowbar's pin. Crowbar's alive again, and a whole bunch of other stuff is different. You forgot this gang almost seems halfway competent when he's running the show. The good news is you get to kill him again. Spade Slick, insert and quickly remove Snowman's pin. You have no idea how much you'd like to, but even you're not that crazy. Still, kinda tempting. Everyone always ceases gunplay when Snowman's around. If you kill her, you destroy the universe. Remove knife from eye. It's not a knife, it's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have a hell of a time getting it back. Spade Slick, give it to Sawbuck. You chuck the lance at Sawbuck, but of course it's only a flesh wound. Seems like that's the only sort of wound you can ever inflict on the corpulent lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point on the timeline. This looks to be in the recent past, when Stitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goons should be showing up any minute with the heavy firepower. For now, you've got the drop on everybody. Spade Slick, kill something out of rage and frustration. Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, in this timeline at least. Spade Slick.
Why did Spade Slick go to a timeline where Crowbar is alive?
He felt like it.
Is that supposed to accomplish something?
Well, he needs
He
Crowbar's
needs to get
crowbar
the
because it can
crowbar.
pry anything out of a time loop, stable or
Now
otherwise.
my
I
question
see.
is, why
I
didn't he
see.
bring it with them from the crowbar that they killed earlier?
Well, I don't know, maybe it fucking exploded. You don't know how Crowbar died.
True.
Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, and this bring knives to the gunfight. Where do you think you're going, fatty? You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword and Occam's razor. Spade Slick, Occam's razor, Crowbar's head. Make it happen. Crowbar deflects your King of Spades into Sawbuck's unmissable carriage. You jump far into the past. Years in the past, which is to say the present for the time being, a scurrilous straggler eyes impromptu desert skirmish. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues warranting no further investigation, although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense. Spade
Can we
Slick.
add Scurrilous Straggler to the study guide?
We'll do it in
True.
5-1.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
Since this is Jack Noir being in the troll session. Spade Slick, hit Crowbar in the head. You can't kill him yet. You need him alive to return to the original timeline. You will be taking that crowbar, though. Spade Slick, stuff him in your deck of cards. You cram him in the war chest. Sawbuck you need to keep alive too for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where's Tubby think he's waddling off to? Just go stab Sawbuck until time shenanigans stop. You treat him to a bit of the old bait and switchblade. You appear in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight that never took place since you kidnapped everyone who was supposed to be involved? Looks like only Boxcars is here. Spade Slick, carry Sawbuck like Titan Atlas would carry the world. You order Hearts to drop his tub on the double before this fat lard puts you in a wheelchair. If you take Sawbuck back to your own time and kill him there, that should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch, too. Maybe. You're not really sure if that's how it works? You don't really care, though. You dump them in the Wrath Tub, then stick the tub in your own deck of cards. But you give Boxcars back his sordid literature, which he'd carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smut around, and even if you did, that copy of Terrier Fancy magazine could belong to anybody. No one could prove nothing. Stick Crowbar's pin back in again. You go back to your original timeline, but now, stuffed in your chest, you've got a live Crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he's supposed to be dead, so you guess now he's alive in this timeline, which is in part defined by his death? Okay, whatever, you should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another timeline is in there too, so you guess now there are 2 Sawbucks? This is getting kind of dumb. You open the chest, releasing them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. You deflect his gunfire into the awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past. You dodge his next round, too. It seems Sawbuck from this timeline, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in this room at this point in time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go! They no doubt go on to spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timeline, destroying all these clocks in the process between now and the present. You guess that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured that out. You'd have surely lost sleep over it. 20 out of 107 clocks redestroyed for the first time eventually. You know what? Never mind. Take a moment to think up some time-based one-liners. You think you got one. Time travel can be a double-edged sword. Wait, that was awful.
What?
Really, really bad. You're sure you can do better than that? Let's see. Sorry to... No, time's running... No, wait. Fuck. You ask yourself from the past for a little help. Time's something about time. Time being up. No, wait, how about some kind of clock pun? No, damn, will you just listen? You were almost onto something. Time is... Screw this, too many cooks in the kitchen. Oh, and just what does this quivering mound of blubber think he's up to? Spade slick, stab first, utter puns later. Just as you hear your past self asking what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with your butterfly effect knife. You remember a little while ago asking yourself about your eye, and not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could have warned yourself and avoided the whole mess, albeit in the process of creating a paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understands/understood. You are sure of this because you very clearly remember understanding/understooding. You are now past Spade Slick. Again. You were just about to pull Crowbar's pin. You guess all that stuff with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while we were all off watching someone else, like Diamond's Droog or something. That makes sense. Past Spade Slick. Remove Crowbar's pin. A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw. Past Spade Slick. Be future Spade Slick. Being your future self is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't already done. Looks like you're in the future. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet-riddled than ever, and it seems Crowbar and both Sawbucks have been decapitated. You're almost certain this is something you will be or were already responsible for, which of course means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Gotta take note of these sort of things so you know where you are in the timeline. You notice something on the wall over there. One of the clocks that wasn't destroyed before is now bloodied and full of holes. Not especially noteworthy, you just have a feeling you should register this fact. 108 out of 100 clocks destroyed. Spade Slick. Quickly remove Lance from Sawbuck. You pry the cigarette holder from his torso. Whoops, another time jump. This tub of goo keeps going for his gun. Widebody's gotta settle his big ass down. You really should incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Spade Slick. Knock Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep, bitch. Wait. The clock on the wall. It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's ticking down to the time it's stuck on in the future. Maybe if you time it just right, you can end this whole mess in one fell slice. You've even got an ice-cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hate to cut in... Wait, no, not yet. Wait for it. Hate to... No. Wait. Hate to cut and... Damn it, not yet. Hate to cut and run. Shit. Hate to chop all your heads off with this sword. Real sorry about that. My bad. You slay them all with your Is it rapier or rapier? Like, what's the sword called? Does anyone know?
I never know.
Well, you slay them all with your rapier wit. So we have a couple notes. 9 out of 15 green torsos dead. 2 out of 9 green torsos deadened twice. 1 out of 15 green torsos dead for the first time, but it's an alternate universe torso, so you guess maybe it doesn't count. 7 out of 108 clocks gratuitously destroyed. So we have still waiting to explode, I think, but yeah, dead. Deader, huge bitch, dead times 2, and still dead. You grab the tub and chest and move on. That is altogether enough of this nonsense.
Simon's Droog, call of spades. You check up on Slick's status. Slick says he killed Crowbar again, Sawhawk twice, and Stitch once. You ask him if it was an alternate timeline Stitch. He says he guesses so. You say that doesn't count. You've got the real one here. He utters some foul language you can't quite make out, but you tell him never mind and hurry down to meet you at the vault. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say you know. You're having some effigies made of yourselves with your backup hats. Deuce brought Slick's crumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. Not sure what happened to Deuce's. Boxcars is obviously tied up at the moment, so you can't get your hands on his yet. Slick says he's got both their hats and he'll be down ASAP. You say all right. He says in the meantime, you'll see what you can do about this eye. Simon's Droog, have Stitch pack up Spade Slick's effigy. Get to work, Thread Monkey. Spade Slick. Oh, it's
Right eye patched up. Your sprite was flipped the wrong way. You tell Diamonds on the radio and tell him to undo it and wait until you're turned around. He said it's the right eye, right? Were you facing left or right? You say it's only right when facing left. It's the left eye when facing right. He says, oh, so it's the left-right eye. You say, yeah, but hang on a minute, you'll turn around so it's right-left. He says, okay, he'll wait. That's better. Arm yourself in case Cans shows up. If Cans shows up, none of these weapons you've got are gonna do any good. You admire the lance for a moment. It's a pretty sweet weapon with outstanding craftsmanship. At least you got something out of the eye gouging. She'll have to pry this thing from your rigid, severed arm if she wants it back. Spadeslick, route around on Horse Hitcher pretending to joust. Yeah! Oh shit! You can't believe she saw you horsing around like that! You'll never live this down!
Simon's Droog, shoot up biscuit and eggs effigies. Stitch keeps their effigies in a big warehouse several miles away because of their ridiculous duplication tendencies. Your tail is hell not going to drive all the way over there, so you just shoot at them in person. This was such an unbelievably terrible idea.
It's like, charge! This is incredibly delirious, Biznasty. Problem sleuth. Dead! Dead! Spade Slick, start whacking things with the crowbar. The first thing you whack is Eggs's egg timer. You do this because of course you know that Crowbar's crowbar will destroy any temporal artifact and completely negate its effect on the timeline. Art's boxcars attempt to eat eggs! Your attempt was an overwhelming success. Kevin hasn't spoken in like 20 minutes.
I haven't had a line in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, I'm tired.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to bed, like, now.
Looky here.
I can take Club's Deuce if you want to go.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Night.
Biscuits is looking a tad snug in his muffin tray. He thinks it's about time to poke a broom straw in this battle. His dough will live to rise another day. See you in the future, suckers! Spade Slick. Crowbar. Biscuits Oven. Make it happen. You deal the oven a wicked flogging, but not much happens. The oven doesn't really have any magical time properties to be negated. It just travels into the future at a rate of 1 second per second, like everyone else. Club's Deuce.
Club's Deuce. Put dynamite in oven. You set the bomb to go off in a few seconds when both it and Biscuits are released from it in a few hours. Club's Deuce turn up heat on Biscuits' oven. You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all? You just wheel it off somewhere else in the mansion so it can explode in peace.
God, this is the best part of Homestuck.
All out of 15, Green Torso's dead. Probably some more clocks destroyed too?
Slick, use Crowbar to pry the safe open. Since your expert safecracker apparently spent the last 5 or 6 hours being totally useless down here, you figure it's time to take things into your own hands. Huh? What's this little fella all worked up about? Clover insists that you reconsider. Using that to pry open the vault would be ever so much bad luck, like breaking 1,000 mirrors all at once. The sort of mirrors that tick and have numbers and tell time and stuff. That is the worst kind of mirror to break, luck-wise. Spade Slick. Politely ask Clover to remain calm. He refuses outright and starts doing a really frisky jig. Doody-doody-doo-doo! Doody-doody-doo-doo! He begins spinning a fanciful series of riddles, illuminating the true path to opening the vault. Mysterious music fills your ears as your mind assumes the shape of a pretzel. Doody-doody-doo-doo! 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 This is how the music would sound if we were listening to it right now.
Simon's Droog, ask Clover for the ultimate riddle. You ask Clover to open the safe. What's this? Hee hee? You think you can just shoot Clover? He is so lucky the gun will probably jam or something predictable like that. Nice try, though. You just start whacking him with a newspaper instead. You don't have to be all that unlucky to get whacked with a newspaper. It's sort of a gray area. Diamond's True, check personal ads with periodical. This isn't a real newspaper. It's just a wrapper for your private sorted literature, which no one can ever see. Uh-oh, it's slipping out a bit. Your appetite for monochrome beauties is nearly on public display. Gotta keep a lid on that smut, especially with Clover around. Suddenly, the whole vault room is shaking. You wonder what it could be. It sounds suspiciously like cans about to plow through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. You pray to God that it is not cans about to plow through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. All of a sudden, cans plow through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. I'm the true. Resist urge to shout, oh yeah. Oh no. He punches you into next week. You find yourself going about your business a week later. Looks like you're doing a little grocery shopping. You're a bit confused, having no memory of the previous week. You have no idea what is on your grocery list. Are you out of milk? What kind of produce do you need to stock up on? It is all a little overwhelming. And to make things worse, the selection has too many prices and values. Okay,
We
who's
Bro
Sleep
and
Dog, who's
Hella Jeff goes shopping. In Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff Go Shopping. Jeremy! Not all cans are the same. What's the difference? Beans. The selection has too many prices and values. God damn. It's like, who needs this fucking bullshit? I don't fucking... It is so infuriating. Shit, where's the manager? And there he goes. He has the manager's attention. And now the police are involved. Jesus Chris. Ha ha ha! Oh, MFG. I can't believe what he made take place. Arts boxcars use Eggs's body as bait for cans. Battle technique, torso flail. You flail the torso cansward in an attempt to placate him with the red meat. Problem sleuth. It doesn't work! Cans clocks boxcars entirely out of the current calendar year. You land in a totally different, outdated calendar. Looks like this one's themed with spirited horses. You'll be up in your ass and horses for a whole year. Just great. This is just what you need to be doing. Farming all these goddamn horses. Fucking pain in the ass. Spade Slick. Ignore him and just pry the safe open. You don't care what the consequences are. You're gonna crack open this safe and be done with it. This whole intermission was starting to get a little punchy anyway. The massive release of temporal distortion from the vault transports you to a highly unfavorable timeline. Looks like the entire mansion was leveled, except for the vault and its enclosure. Everyone's dead except for you and you know who. But at least the safe's open. 1,000 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 14 out of 15 green torsos dead. 3 out of 4 black scofflaws offed. Enter the vault. There's nothing in here except an opening in the floor. There's a door with a keyhole, and you have a feeling you know how to open it. You only wonder why English's treasure would be locked behind a door with a spade on it. Spade Slick. Dramatically use the spade key. You guess this is what the spade key was for all this time. You dramatically wield the spade key in a matter-of-fact manner. Peek inside keyhole. What keyhole? This is clearly a barcode. This was clearly a barcode scanner all along. Like the kind they sweep groceries over at supermarkets. That reminds you, you should really do some shopping next week. You're not gonna peek inside because the lasers could blind you in one eye. Oh, wait! Spade Slick, use rules card for blackjack. This was never a problem because there is clearly a barcode printed on your rules card for blackjack, as well as your arm, but there's nothing wrong with a little redundancy, you guess. Get on with it. Huh? Oh, are you looking for this? Well, come and get it, you contemptuous she-witch! Snowman's black inches no doubt have been responsible for more than a few red cheeks. Spade Slick, flip your sprite. You got to flip it turn ways. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Sports. In my dream, I am the star. It's me. And then the big man comes for a little one-on-one. Dunk. But it turns out to be crazy what kind of dunks this guy has. Dunk. I'm telling you, air like that is unreal. It doesn't even happen most of the time. The court is on fire. Dude, come get the ruler. Check this out. Okay, dude, no. You're holding it wrong. Dude, no, dude, hurry. Look, he's escaping from above. Dude, no, let me show you. No, fuck, no, dude, no, fuck, dude, you got to flip it turnways. Fuck, Jesus, dude. Spade Slick, scan the barcode. This guy again. Been a long time. Hey, kid. Yeah, you. Pedantically, your car cat.
Carcinogeneticist?
Yeah.
Carcinogeneticist boggle vacantly at these shenanigans. It begins to dawn on you that everything you are about to do may prove to have been a colossal waste of time. And intermission.
So, I believe that is the first time you see a troll. Because this is post Act 3, pre Act 4. So, Karkat and, like, Kanaya and Terezi, I believe, have, like, spoken at least once in text, but
Mhm.
I don't believe they have been visualized until this. Anyway, that's the Midnight Crew intermission. Wasn't it worth rereading this specifically?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that mean I have to talk about Act 5, Act 1 now?
It does mean we have to talk about Act 5, Act 1 now.
God save me. We don't need any of this anymore. Okay, so
Okay.
first things first, I guess. Since I guess it's necessary info. Um,
Essential info. We need to keep track of all of the characters and all of their aliases.
no, I didn't mean that one for once. Okay, so he's not Jack Noir. He is Jack Noir because he is Spades Slick, but he's not Jack Noir and he's not Jack Noir.
Is he the Sovereign Slayer?
No.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. Do I have to draw all 12 trolls from vague memory?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So let's go at this one at a time. Um Karkat, he looks like a little guy. He's got some hair. He's got lil nubs. That was too big of a nub. He's got lil nubs and he's angry. Um and he's a cancer. Okay.
Okay.
So this is Vantus, CG,
Vantas?
Vantus. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Vantus probably.
Mhm.
Um. So he is a troll. So I
What does
guess
CG stand for?
carcinogeneticist.
Doesn't it start with a lowercase letter?
No. Maybe.
No?
Does it? Is that how Pester... Is that how, fucking Chummore works?
I thought it was.
It might be. Hey, stop dicking around and talk to someone! Oh, yeah, I guess. So I guess first off, importantly, it's important that I go. So, um, fuck it. This is important for you.
Alternia.
And then green.
And the purple one has a little purple. A moon. Yeah, there we go.
So this is Alternia. Trolls live here. It's older than Earth. It sucks.
What do you mean by older?
It's like several... It's like hundreds of billions years old. Instead of like 4.
Okay. What are the moons called?
Unnamed. The green moon and the purple moon.
Really? That's crazy.
Largely irrelevant. It sucks. Only young trolls live here. Old
Right. The
trolls
adults
go
go
off
to
to
space war.
fight in the Space Empire War. Trolls are racist. Classist, I guess? Is that how you would describe the Hema spectrum?
That's the closest real word. You could try to coin.
The different blood colors have different powers and also age lifespans. Red is the smallest lifespan. Fuchsia is the oldest.
Okay, when you say red,
Oh, April! Rust! um, they're ruled by, like, her imperial condescension. How the fuck do you spell condescension? Like that. She's fuchsia blooded. Other fuchsia bloods need to try to kill her. They don't usually. um, yeah.
okay.
So this is Karkat. He's angry. His blood color is... He hides his blood color. It's human red. that makes him a mutant. Oh, wait, hold on, we're not done. Uh, Trolls have weird animal parent things called lusus. I'll just say elusus. So I have to draw all those too, I guess. So Karkat's got a little like,
Are we doing that? Sure.
well, Karkat's got a little like crab guy. He's all like, I'm a crab. Ba, 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 ba. Face. Doesn't he look like a crab?
Yeah, that's a crab.
Um, well, we have to because as I'll put here, the Luci for the trolls we care about become their sprites.
Or the ones we care about.
Particularly, this is because Karkat executes a virus that perpetually dooms him and everyone he loves to terrible fates, which includes all of their parents dying. The Colonel sprite
Why?
is emotionally geared. Well, because Solix, who you haven't met yet, is all like, "Hey, I Karkat's like, I'm gonna run your fucking virus because we're having an argument, and Solix is like, you shouldn't do that, but fuck you, fine. And then Karkat does it, and then he's like, I probably shouldn't have done that. It didn't do anything. Who cares? And then everything goes wrong.
These idiots.
I'm not the. There's one more piece of data for Karkat though. Is the protagonist of Homestuck. A claim I am not entirely lying about. Oh shit, dew on the grass, what's up? Um, that's Kark.
That's Kark.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. What, and I mean this, the fuck does Aradia look like? She's
A
got like,
robot.
well, no, because there's three of her I have to draw.
Um,
Because there's Aradia. She's happy. She's got like hair. Uh, she has ram horns because she's an Aries.
right. That tracks.
Um, but then there's also Aradia Sprite because her Lucis is dead already, so her as a ghost um is her sprite. Um, so there's Aradia Sprite, and then there's Aradia Bot, who is a robot. Um, and there you go. Was that good?
Wonderful. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So here's Aradia Megiddo. Um, I gun to
We
my head. I don't know if I have this chum handle in me. Um,
um okay. So
I feel like
there's only so many
I feel like the
combinations of A, T, C,
archaeology.
and G.
Well, okay. AA might be Aradia, actually. AT is Adios Toreador, who is Tavros. AG is Arachnid's Grip, which is Vriska.
Oh, some random gamer 125 has us covered.
Oh, thank God. Well, like the title said, it's an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, we read the Midnight Crew intermission. As I think the title says that.
It just says the intermission.
What do you want me to say? There's only 140 words you can put on a title. Why is her fuck it fine? This is Aradia Megiddo. Um Apocalypse Arisen. Um is dead. Becomes a robot. Is dead. The Vriska cycle will be somewhere else on this page. I think
We need their typing quirks.
oh yeah. The issue with Aradia is I don't even entirely remember hers because it like I feel like it changes when she dies. Lots of zeros. But like what's the actual rule she uses for that? Like because I can picture Aradia speaking, but I can't actually picture what her text looks like when she's speaking, unlike everyone else. I guess while I'm here. Hawks in all caps. Okay. Hawks in all lower case unless she's currently a robot, in which case I need to incorporate this. Hypes O's as zeros. Also, be careful. The reason we're doing this, Random Gamer, is we read. Well, I've read all of Homestuck, but April, we read like up until 5.2, like 4 years ago. This is a quick recap before we start doing it again. Um, quick.
You don't need to be that anal about it.
Yeah,
I like.
it doesn't matter that much, but pedantically, yeah.
If Kevin were here, I would want to be more careful
Well, yeah,
because
Cavan
I think Kevin's
matters.
actually trying to avoid spoilers.
Well, because Cavan cares, despite his Well, Act 6 is awesome, so I'll spoil Act 6. Um, I think pedantically, I think Aradia like unearthed scrub on their planet because she was into archaeology before she died. But then she died, unfortunately. Act 6 is good until it stops being good at like the very end. Act 6, Act 3 is like one of the best acts in the comic. Well, but that's because she's dead. um, I don't. That's Aradia. I don't care. Um, okay, how do I Tavros? So here's the thing with Tavros. He's Tavros. What
He's Tavra.
fuck does
He's in a wheelchair.
Well, yeah, that's
Isn't Tavros
irrelevant.
orange?
Yeah, that's my orange. I'll use this orange, I guess. Um, Here. There's like Tavros. I don't remember what Tavros's horns look like. I also don't remember what the Taurus astrology symbol looks like. So, really, we're really selling the recapping things from memory here. It's a fake shaved hawk. Mohawk. Yeah, sure. I'll give him a mohawk, big horns, in a wheelchair. Um, what the fuck? This isn't even like a Homestuck failure on my part. I play Isaac. I should know what Taurus means, what Taurus looks like, because. Oh yeah, it's the fucking swoosh. Yeah, circle with bug horns. And then he's all like, um,
Perfect.
um, Havros Nitrum, Adios Toreador. I've got that one. Um, Used to have working legs. No longer does. Thanks, Vriska.
Who's Briska?
Don't worry, it'll make sense.
Okay.
Um,
Oh God, I forgot. Oh bad.
uh, I do have to start putting class specs. Sorry, I'm blundering, of course. This is the real test of my capabilities. Hold on. Knight of Blood, Maid of Time, Page of Breath. Oh, good. I can get some AI viewers. Yeah, that's what I actually that's exactly what I wanted. Um, See, the one benefit of Act 5, Act 1 is besides explaining who the trolls are, none of them do anything in 5-1 because the troll session is completely irrelevant besides the fact that it happened and then something happened at the end that made them unable to claim the winning prize.
Hmm.
Like, the actual events, like, the only thing that matters is knowing who the trolls are and knowing the, like, Vriska abuse cycle that happened.
Hmm.
Because, like, none of the, like, you don't need to know, like, what Tavros did in the middle of fucking. In the middle of the game. Like, he's Tavros. Oh, I need to draw Tinkerbell. Hold on. Oh, good point. Um, has an imaginary friend named Rufio.
I forgot Rufio.
And this is actually an important side tangent. I need to get an image of Dante Bosco. um,
Why?
what do you mean, why? There's Rufio from Hook. Um, and then he has a Lucis. It's like a little bull, but it's like a little fairy, and it's got like bull horns which look like something, and that's Tinkerbull.
Mhm.
Uh, Before becoming a sprite, Tinkerbull dies because Tavros accidentally runs him over. Sonic's time, baby!
Oh boy.
Okay, so okay, so he's got sunglasses. They're not sunglasses, but he wears glasses. Um,
Are they like 3D glasses?
yeah, fine. Just for you. Um, oh, I literally don't know what a single astrological symbol looks like, do I?
It's the twins.
I know what
There's two of
Gemini.
them.
I know what Gemini is, and I know it's the twins. That's not the
It's
problem.
probably like a fucking 11.
It is. It's 11. He does. He's got like some fucking toofs. He's got hair like the rest of them. It probably looks like something. He's got horns. They probably look like horns. See, this is all just to reveal me, because it's gonna be this and then like a slightly okay Kanaya Miriam. And then he's got like legs probably. And importantly,
You need to.
I need to put a second one here because he's 3D. This is Solix Captor. Um, he has a chum handle. It's
Has a
definitely,
chum handle.
it's definitely, well, yeah, I can write a full 5 page just because, fuck, I have to also put a fucking Doc Scratch on here. Yeah, twin, I knew it was twin something. That's not how you spell Armageddon.
Why are there two Alexes?
So here's what Solix does. Solix is an elite programmer. Um, he, uh, he has telekinesis. Don't ever eat the mind honey. Um, was very good friends with Aradia. Techni- Technically killed Aradia. Really, it was Vriska's fault. Um, has two dream selves for whatever reason, because he was destined to die on entry. And that's that.
What's his typing quirk? And class spec.
Well, I haven't put a fucking. Yeah. He uses. What does he double? Yeah, the class specs I've got. That one I can do.
I thought it was what's her face that goes blind.
Well, again, that's a 5-2 spoiler. Um, fucking, I need to know how to.
Resi.
Yeah. I need to know how to describe it in words. Because it is just he has a lisp, but. Okay.
Right, the twos.
Specifically, it replaces S's with twos and doubles I's. Um, he is the Mage of Doom. Doom, of course, being an aspect we learn jack shit about. um, yeah. I'm gonna need to expand this one. We need more
You
room.
need to expand it.
We need
Yeah,
more
that
room.
tracks.
Because I'm gonna also have to make a divergence, and you know what? While we've got time, you've got time, right, April?
Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of time.
Good, 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 good.
There's other stuff I would like to do tonight, actually. So
Well,
like,
while we've got time,
as long as it's not more than a couple hours.
while we've got time, I need to make sure I place them in the correct order. While there's time. So, so, uh, okay. So I'm going to get scolded by this, but um, this is matespritship. What I don't know what the actual word is. This is love.
Mhm.
Um, this is kismesis. This is hate fucking.
Uh-huh.
There's nuance to it. I'm not going to bother explaining it because I don't need to
What the heck is the nuance? I
there's
didn't realize
like
there was nuance.
there's like arguably nuance. Pedantically, it's not hate fucking so much as it is like the hate of the person like brings out the best in you, but it's hate fucking.
Okay, I understand.
There's a volunteer in chat to. I can't talk about the nuances of troll romance because then I'll reveal I mildly don't disagree with it on a practical level.
No, that's obvious. Troll romance is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on. Go write a sub essay about the nuances of pismestitude. While I mention that being a moirail is being best friends, but like in a soulmate kind of way instead of just being good buds.
That makes sense.
And then this is an auspicious. This one doesn't mean anything. It does involve three people, though. Pedantically, it's about, like, one person serving as a mediator between two who are, like, his mesising too hard or related type issues. Really, this is just for Kanaya.
Um, what explain the quadrant of vacillation bullshit.
In terms of what? So Matesprit and Kismesis are both important because those are the two that you're like that are like the you fill these for the purpose of like sharing like producing genetic material to add to the child slurry.
Right, the child slurry.
Whereas Moirail and Auspicious, well, Moirail is just like there for like emotional fulfillment, and Auspicitism theoretically doesn't even have to be filled unless you're serving the role of something and some that someone else needs.
Oh, Kismistitude is Sasuke and Naruto. I understand.
Yeah, there's plenty of characters that I've said, oh, that's troll romance right there. But I'm not gonna write a full definition on it on my fucking shitty MS Paint doodle. That would be blasphemous. Yeah, there's the nuance. Anyway, I'm gonna. Oh fuck. Solix's Lucis is like a fucking two-headed Cyclops thing. It's dead. Who cares? They're all dead. Forget the buckets. Well, I guess I didn't mention buckets by name, but but the child slurry is bucket related. That's how you fill your pail. I mentioned the slurry. I couldn't talk about troll romance without including the slurry. It's okay. It's only rather weird because they are teenagers.
Oh god. I'm going to be right back.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm back.
Now, if I was being really funny, April, what I would do here is I would copy my Carcat drawing and color him like lime green and then not explain anything and then move on. But I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to draw Nepeta instead.
I mean, it makes sense why you would do that.
Can someone explain why MS Paint fucking doesn't let you fucking choose colors, by the way? It's some real fucking nuance that I'm missing out on. That's about right. Um, Nepeta. So Nepeta, um, uh, I'm gonna draw a cat. Um, and then add like horns. I don't know what Nepeta's horns look like. They might just be cat ears. Uh, there probably are cat ears, realistically. And then Leo's like this, right? Or maybe the other way around.
Sounds right.
It's that. That's Leo.
Yeah.
I got one. She has hair. It probably looks like hair. And there you go. I don't know why I made I made her very short, apparently.
I mean, cat girls are short.
That's true. I believe correct me if I'm wrong in chat. Nepeta's Rogue of Heart? Because I don't think any of the other
I
trolls are
believe that.
Rogue. Well, she's Heart, I know that. I think Rogue, because none of the other ones are Rogues. This is Nepeta Legion. Lives in a cave. Hunts Lucy for food. Has a crush on Carcat. Likes shipping everyone on her shipping wall. Is a cat. um, is Moirails with Equius? Don't ask. We haven't gotten there yet.
Why the fuck is Moirails with Equius?
I don't know, but that's like
I forgot.
their like defining thing. I actually find them rather like adorable together. It's an oddly functional relationship as it's depicted, to be honest.
Yeah.
Does she do anything else besides be Moirails with Equius? Where does she fucking... Well, she speaks in roleplay. But I don't know how to... Also, her, Fuck, I forgot her, chum handle. It's fucking, like, some cat pun. Yeah, arsenic catnip.
What a chum handle.
Well, we don't see a lot of Moira allegiances. Like, all the other ones, like, that's true, is pretty fucking strong. But that's probably because she hunts Lucy and lives in a cave. Rogue of Heart, I was correct. I double checked. What's the other nuance of? So yeah, so this is I'm quoting this from the wiki because this one's a little nuanced. Starts every sentence with :33 that, but that's what talking and roleplay means. Replaces EE with 33. Uses cat puns. They like all fall apart, besides Nepeta and Equius. Anyway, that's pum. Anyway, time to draw the
Next is
best.
Terezi?
No, it's time to draw the best
No?
character in Homestuck. She's got like a face, and then her hair like swoops a little bit, and then this should actually be more down.
Why is this one black?
Cause I'm gonna like draw her, and her only.
Oh, this is Kanaya.
Yeah, this is. Oh, and I'm drawing Papaya. She's got like hair. She's got like, so it's like it does like a that, and then the other one is normal. And she's that, and then she's wearing a skirt that has like a little thing that does like that, and it's red. Um, and then obviously it's all like. And then she's like, she's like, it's all like papaya time, baby. You don't need to explain anything about Kanaya Merriam to me. I've got this one. This is Kanaya Nope, this needs to be green. This is Kanaya Merriam.
Hopper, you need to draw Nepeta's Lucis sprite.
I do have to draw.
Whatever.
I do. This is Counts de Leon. They're a fucking cat. They've got 2 mouths. They're like a cat. They get crushed by some rocks.
Okay.
And their name is Ponce de Leon.
Okay, so Kanaya.
Grim Auxiliatrix. This is the wrong green. Hold on. It's important that it's consistent. Kanaya lives in the desert, is diurnal, unlike every other troll who is nocturnal. This is because the Alternia sun is like a fucking menace. And Kanaya is a rare one who can deal with it. Also, there's like zombies during the day. Like literally zombies. Her house has the same like laboratory orb tower that Jade's does. That's because she's Sylph of Space, and that's consistent between space players. It doesn't reveal what Oh, never mind. Sorry, none of that mattered. You lose. All that text, it didn't exist. What text? What pumpkin? Lives in desert, is diurnal. Most trolls aren't. Sun sucks.
Zombies.
Likes clothes. Um, has a crush on Vriska and then gets sad because Vriska is too busy having a crush on the one she fucking broke the legs of. Is a lesbian despite that not being a thing on Alternia. um for Lucis is like a mother grub. She gets like tasked with like doing the repopulation of the troll race in their new world when they win. That's all we know about that in 5-1. We don't see how that goes. Um, Sylph of Space.
Why get Kanaya to do that?
Because
Did you
she's
think
a
any
because
straight
she's a
person?
Jade Blood. Jade Bloods are like the most Jade Blood. Fine. Most Jade Bloods live in the brooding caverns and like help with the troll grub reproduction.
I
Kanaya
see.
doesn't because Spurb Destiny bullshit. What else do I need to put? Oh yeah, gets groomed by Doc Scratch. That'll be on. That'll show up exactly 3 times. Talks with the first letter of each word capitalized.
Like Queen Deltarune.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Kanaya Merriam. Oh.
I
Um
marry him.
really fucking ends up meddling in a lot of relationship shit. Um read Rose Lalonde's Spurb guide and like is so fucking gay for that woman. A genuine, real, like important character trait to include. There you go.
What's her Lucis?
The mother grub. It's like a moth thing. She kills it because it's time for her to kill it to get the thing to use to repopulate. It's like a
I see.
moth. You can tell who my favorite Homestuck character is.
I can tell who your favorite Homestuck character is.
Joke's on you, it's Carcat. Parentheses, not entirely lying, Carcat's my second. Yeah, it's Terezi next, right? I guess I have to use this teal, actually, because that's the one I used for her conversation with John in Act 4, where she tells him to fly to the final boss, and then he does and dies. Okay, so, back to characters I can't draw. Some Pezzi's, like, she's like, um, I'm gonna draw Phoenix Wright's hair. um, her glasses square? No. I want her glasses shape to be correct. Yeah, that's why. Because they're all like, kind of like, they're like the thin, like, those, you know?
Mhm.
And then she's all like, and then that's not what Libra looks like. What is, it's not just a scale, yeah. Um, she needs a, she needs a cane, not for walking, but for kicking the shit out of people. Um, okay. Thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, that's Terezi.
Uh,
What's Terezi's last name?
so this is Ter, what the, this is Terezi Pyrope
Pyro,
from Undertale.
like from Undertale.
Yeah. Um, she's Gallows Calibrator. Um, is blind, can see through taste, smell. Um, she learned how to do this from her blind dragon Lucis that wasn't hatched yet. It was hatched when it taught her for like half of this act. It was a really good parent, the Lucis that was in an egg. It also played a direct role in blinding her, so, you know. Oh, you know what? This, Tavros can mind control animals specifically. Did I mention that Solex has fucking, like, laser mind beams? I'll include that. I mentioned he has telekinesis, which isn't really accurate. He doesn't, Aradia does. Not really. He more has laser mind beams, whereas Aradia has telekinesis. Um, Parkat has nothing special about him because that's his character trait. Nepet is a cat. That's her character trait. Um, like wants to be a lawyer, which to be fair, most Tealbloods are. Tealbloods generally are on the judiciary. But like Alternia lawyers, I need to move this. Are like there are no defense attorneys. You just lose. If
Why do they have a court system?
uh, so so Tealbloods can fucking convict people because they think it's fun. Yeah, they're bounty hunters. That's not a terrible way to do this, I think. Well, we don't have to go in depth on the Hema spectrum. We just have to, like, there's a couple couple sleeper hits. That's true. You know what? I'll include something else in a couple places that's necessary. Was part of D&D. Fine, I'll use an actual ampersand. Should I say D&D or should I say LARPing? I can only say one or the other. Which would you prefer, April?
Hmm.
It's more accurate to say LARPing, I guess. Fine,
Does it have
fine. You
an
know what? I'll
in-universe
say,
name?
yeah, it was part of FLARPing. You was part of FLARPing, and then you was part of FLARPing. Um, Speaks in leap code. Um, Seer of Mind. That's true, only for A, I, and E. Because Aradia does the other shit. So this should be a 1. Teresi's real good to read. Um, I'm not including the Vriska abuse cycle yet. I'll do all of that in Vriska. Does Terezi do anything else in actual 5-1? She spends a lot of time with Dave in 5-2, but we don't care about 5-2 because we're going to actually read that. Yeah, but those nuances don't. Her being Cardcat's server player aren't what I care about.
I want to see a directed graph of the double Mobius reach around.
And I'll put that there when I draw them all. I have to explain what the double Mobius reach around is in the first place. But I can't do that until I've introduced all the key players.
Okay.
Speaking of, um, you know what?
What the fuck does Vriska have 8 eyes?
Vriska had an eye with 8 pupils because it was her
Right.
vision eightfold, but then she got exploded, so she has an eye patch.
Right.
She's got like some fucking hair that's like all over the place because she's an unkempt fucking menace. Because her hair is literally just like it's fucking everywhere, and she has a lot of it. Um, she wears like a coat. She is a Scorpio. Um, her horn, it's like this, and then I think she has the hook horn, and she's all like, uh, she's all like, I'm the protagonist. She's not. Um, and one of her eyes, like I said, is an eye patch instead of being an eye because she has an eye patch. It's the other eye though, so I'll be consistent. this eye is like an eye patch, and then she has like a robot arm. And then
She has a fucking robot arm. I forgot.
that's because her entire like left side of her face got blown up. And
Including her arm.
And she's got like legs. A rarity for Homestuck characters. God, I'm gonna have to fucking.
Doesn't everyone except Tavros have legs?
Tavros has legs, they just don't work.
Mm.
I have to expand again. God, can you believe there's fucking 5 more counting Vriska and 6 more counting Doc Scratch?
There has to be people other than Doc Scratch introduced
in
5.1.
12 trolls, April.
No, I think there's gotta be more.
There really aren't.
Does fucking like
There's Jack
Vriska's
Noir, Spade
ancestor
Slick.
come up in 5.1, or is that not until 5.2?
It better not be in 5.1 because I refuse to utter the name Spinneret Mindfang besides this exact sentence.
It's probably 5.2, but I'm not sure.
It's the ancestors are relevant in 5.2. They might get. She might offhandedly mention it in a random fucking squabble with Eridan. Fucking. Can't. I'm so excited I get to voice him again once we restart. Okay. This is Vriska Circuit. She did nothing wrong, did everything wrong, is such a fucking girl failure. Okay. Was part of flarping. So here we go. We might as well talk about make her pay. In order, during a flarp, Vriska, I guess I have to include this first actually, has mind control powers. Mind controlled Tavros to jump off a cliff. In response, Aradia revived the ghosts of all the kids she sacrificed to her Lucis to torment her. Vriska mind controls Solix to explode Radia's house. Her Resi tattles to Doc Scratch that Vriska has his magic cue ball. Doc Scratch explodes the cue ball, exploding Vriska's left eye and arm. Vriska mind controls Havros to mind control Terezi's dragon Lucis. Sorry, Terezi's unhatched dragon Lucis to mind control Terezi to stare at the sun until she goes blind. Vriska wakes up on Prospit eventually. No, that's not. In Scrub, Aradia bot randomly shows up and beats Vriska to death. Vriska wakes up on Prospit. Terezi slaps Vriska. Thus, the cycle is complete. Thoughts?
Why is Terezi tattled to Dog Scratch about that?
Because Vriska just fucking exploded Aradia!
So Terezi's mad about the exploding Aradia.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
She knows that the easiest way to get to Vriska is to, like, reveal... Because Vriska had been using the cue ball to, like, cheat in games of chess against Doc Scratch, and he's puzzled at how, because the cue ball is one of the things, like, outside of his omniscience.
I see.
Well, she doesn't murder anyone. She gets someone else to do it every time. I guess I should has mind control powers, but only if they're weak-willed or whatever.
I see. So that's why Tavros.
Well, yeah, that's why she couldn't just make Terezi. Terezi's Dragon Lucis has better mind control powers than Vriska, so she couldn't directly have Terezi stare at the sun. She had to get Tavros to make the dragon do it.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Can you believe that this fucking, like, list of things is basically the entire purpose of 5-1? Like, the
Yeah.
events of the troll session don't matter. The thing that matters is this dumb fuck revenge cycle. That's true, Vriska can only put humans to sleep, but we don't care about that yet, because 5-1. I'm excited to read 5-2, like, in reality. Do you think... And I think... After all the other acts, can we make one of these slides anyway?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which actually is only a fucking problem for 5-2, because Act 6 is split into so many fucking sub-acts that they're actually going to be pretty short. With a few exceptions. Whereas 5-2, I genuinely don't know how to do that. It's, like, not feasible.
We'll just have to keep expanding it.
We will. She's the fucking thief of light? No. Why does that feel wrong? That's definitely correct.
Sounds right.
No, it's definitely correct because she steals luck. Um, oh, I never said that she's Arachnid's grip. Um, Hawks with 8s instead of Bs, and also likes using 8 of various bullshit. Like, if she's extending a word, she extends the letter exactly 8 times.
Also, she likes using the smiley faces with 4 colons.
And does, like, that.
Yeah.
Um, is that Vriska? Is that a good enough summary?
Lucis.
Spider Mom is worst mom. That's true. That's true. Um, if a syllable phonetically sounds like eight, replaces it with eighth.
Well, not quite a syllable because like it could have an onset.
I don't know what the word for a phonetic unit is, though.
I think this one is the rhyme.
That can't be true. This is Spider Mom. Vriska has to feed thousands of random troll kids to Spider Mom to keep her satiated. This one arguably isn't actually Vriska's fault.
What what happens if Spider-Man stops being satiated?
Well, then Vriska has to deal with the fact that there's a giant spider that lives in her house.
Can't she just kick it out?
No, it's like
Or
five.
like move?
It's like, and I mean this. It is a well, no, because trolls build their hives with the worker robots when they are alive. They're
There
not like
are worker robots?
everything is based on the drones. The drones collect the slurry from the bucket. The drones help the stuff out. The robot drones are everything. Her imperial
Why
condescension
is
is
Alcardia still like this if they were able to make fucking worker robots?
um. Would you believe that there is an answer to that?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah, there is. We'll give his character bio later. Hawk Scratch is a piece of shit. um,
Okay, but why can't Vriska just move out?
because then she doesn't have a house, and I mean, she definitely probably kind of likes killing all the kids.
I'm not convinced this one isn't Vriska's fault. I feel like she could like get like
It's still her
Naya
mom.
to let her
Like,
move in or something.
Luci are, like, important. And also, that's true. If you're homeless, you're killed. That's why Karkat has problems, because Karkat, like, isn't supposed to exist, and I don't think ever. I think Karkat is squatting. Because Karkat's not. Because Karkat's a mutant and is. I don't know. I haven't played Pester Quest. I know you hide in, like, a bunker with Karkat while he has a panic attack over not getting killed. But his real dad with real house only exists because he's Jesus Christ. Like
That's like a literal. That's like a. He actually fucking is, isn't he?
yeah, like
God.
Carcat's Lucis is like specifically bred to like be Carcat's Lucis. Carcat's the second coming of Christ. It's a shame he's so Carcat about it. Um, there's Vrasky. If this was a cool and new
Bresky?
webcomic summary, I would have to put that she's an Omni Daddy, but thankfully I don't.
Can't wait until we get to Homestuck Squared and there's like twice as many characters.
I'm kind of excited. I will read the epilogues and Homestuck and Beyond Canon with you guys. I haven't read those because I don't respect them. Mainly the epilogues. I don't respect the epilogues.
Does anyone?
There's varying levels. I think they're kind of interesting because of the fact that Hussey wrote them out of malice, but as, like, some people like them. I've
All
never...
of Homestuck done out of malice?
No. I've only had the epilogues, like, described to me by various sources. I don't... like, it... I don't... My issue with the epilogue is that I don't think Homestuck needed a sequel, so I think it was kind of destined to be kind of flawed for any sequel, because the ending of Homestuck kind of defines itself by the fact that canon is weird and anything can happen anywhere, so having a defined canon, even if it is defined as post-canon, is kind of, like, weird. But this is neither here nor there. I have things against, most Homestuck properties post retcon. I'm in that camp. I don't even think the retcon is that bad. I just think that it's flawed enough as is because Hussey wrote himself into a corner that he didn't feel like writing himself out of. And then the lily pad powwow kind of doesn't actually have any conversations between the characters that would be interesting to have conversations between. But this is neither here nor there, because we're talking about the best part of the comic now, which is the one where I have to describe Equius Zahak. Okay. So he's like, he's like, he looks, so he kind of looks like, it's kind of like a
He's a
guy.
horse.
He's got, like, glasses that are, like, cracked. He's got, like, he's like a he's like an engineer, but he has, like, cracked glasses. He's so fucking sweaty, so I'll have to include that. Um, he's got hair. He's a horse. I don't know what Equius looks like. I don't know, man.
He's just like a fucking centaur.
Yeah, but I don't know what centaur horns look like. Oh, right, because one of them is, like, broken, because one of them is, like, a little nub, and then one of them is, like, just kind of a... Right, because he has the fucking arrow horn, I remember. There you go. That's Equius, and Equius is all, like, he's got, like, he's a Sagittarius, so he's got, like, the Sagittarius symbol. Ignore all the sweat, it's too busy being a bunch of sweat. Um, um, this is, this is Equius Zahak.
Where are his other two legs?
No, that's his butler. He is sweaty. He is strong. He made Aradia's robot body, made Vriska's robot arm, is Vriska's neighbor. um, is Nepeta's Moirail. Was in some weird Kismesis situation with Aradia Bot at one point. He... I haven't been including their strife specify because they don't matter generally. They kind of matter. Maybe I go back and do them.
We should add those in.
Um,
We had them for the
yeah.
kids.
He uses Bowkind, but is too strong to use a bow, so he uses Punchkind. He dreams of using Bowkind. Um, Sicklekind. Hanaya uses chainsaw kind. Aradia is a fucking robot kind. Does Aradia have a strife specimen that we see?
What about their capture logs?
That's true. I have to include that Equius is more racist than average. um, it was whip kind before she became a robot. That's actually totally right. Because she was Indiana Jones, was the joke. Because she was an archaeologist. I don't remember what Tavros uses. I know Nepeta uses, claw kind. She uses, like, scratching glove type thing. Um, what is Terezi's called? It's because she has a sword in her cane because she's Daredevil. Um, but what is it? Is it cane kind? I know dice kind. Cane kind. Vriska uses a pair of dice that give a random result depending on what it lands on. Solix.
Give a random result is like not a sufficient description of.
It is.
I mean, like, yeah, that is what happens.
She
But like, you
rolls
could
eight
describe normal
d8s. Do
dice
you
that
know
way.
how many options there are? Every
D8?
She rolls 8d8, and every
Oh
combination
God.
gives a different result. It's not like one die, it's like it's it's a lot of options. If she rolls perfect, she like primal reversions into her ancestor.
Does that happen?
Yeah. Solix doesn't have one because he has eye lasers. Does Tavros have a strife specimen? Or is he too busy, like, not having legs? Is Rufio... Does he use Rufio kind? Oh, he does use Lance kind, you're right. He uses Rufio kind in my heart. Yeah, Equius is more racist than average. Let me draw Arthur. Um, he's a butler, but he's a horse. I don't know how to draw a butler, so I'm just gonna draw a horse. And it's gonna look like a cat. Oh, hunts. Hunts. Um, I I don't think there's anything else to talk about with Equius.
Um,
And frankly, I hope that that's true. No, I don't actually hate Equius. I just think it's funny to hate Equius. Yeah, he does produce milk. I'll draw some milk. I'll draw a glass of milk.
oh God, I've had a drink the milk.
Hmm? Equius drinks the milk. He loves
Aqueous
the
drinks the milk. Okay.
These are some pretty good fucking drawings, though. I really like Kanaya specifically having, like, color.
How many more do we have?
Three more trolls and Doc Scratch. And then we are done, because there's nothing else to talk about, because we already did the fucking...
No, no, no. We need to establish whether any of the ancestors come up.
I... Look away. Please say no, please say no, please say no. That's not what I mean. AI, you fucking piece of shit. The word ancestor is not on the wiki page for Act 5, Act 1.
That chat says that the writing shows up, but
The word mindfang
we
also doesn't show up on the wiki page. We get like an actual like detailed analysis of not RNA of mindfang in Act 5-2, so I think it would be better suited to be there.
okay.
The concept of
Okay.
ancestors might briefly come up when Karkat says he doesn't believe in them.
Mhm.
But, you know. Oh, sorry, I have to
Oh, we don't
expand.
actually get a depiction. Okay.
Sorry, I have to
Yeah, I think we're.
expand now.
I can't think.
It's
Are there any carapations?
no, because they're the Midnight Crew.
Oh yeah, we've met them all.
I guess
But
pedantically, I have to put Troll Jack Noir. Hold on, let me just do this. Jack Noir.
I thought we've seen Troll Jack Noir.
No, we only have Spade, Slick, and Scurrius Strangler.
Are those not Jack Noir?
They are.
Well, do we already have them?
No, but I need to include that he makes a fucking blood pact with Karkat.
Fair enough. Fair
This
enough.
is Jack Noir. He to be clear, he is Jack Noir. He's he's not Jack Noir.
No,
He's
but if he
not.
is he's
Hold
Furious
on.
Straggler.
He's not Jack Noir. He is Spade Slick. Not Sovereign Slayer. Is Scurrius Straggler. Karkat has like a breakdown in Scrub because he starts bleeding and he has candy red blood, which is his big secret. And Jack Noir is there because Jack Noir stabbed him. And is like, what the fuck is this kid's problem? And then cuts his hand to show he also has candy red blood. And then him and Karkat become besties. Jack helps the trolls get the Black Queen exiled.
We've already seen
And
the
then
Black Queen.
Jack gets exiled. Well, yeah, because it's Snowman.
Because it's Snowman.
We
So
never
we need to
s-
show the Black
you
Queen and
never
be
s-
like, "This is
you
Snowman. This
never
isn't
see
the
the
Black
you
Queen."
never see the Black Queen.
Oh, okay.
Not to my memory anyway. Um it's important to note that this functionality of Jack is like especially important in the troll session because like if you remember every time you like prototype the king and queen get stronger because of the ring and there's 12 of them. So the king and queen have like the powers of every single Lucis.
How the hell did like the 48 little alien guys or whatever the hell manage their royalty?
Who, the squiddles?
Yeah, the squiddles.
I don't know. It's never elaborated on. I'm gonna draw Terezi's egg guy, and then I'm gonna draw a dragon guy. I have to use the bathroom before Gamzee because there's only so much I can take emotionally, April. Yeah, it's kind of a
Oh
good thing
god,
we
this
did.
Gams.
It's kind of a good thing we didn't do this yesterday because, to be clear, we have been here an hour and a half doing this specifically.
Yeah, good call there.
I, damn it! What's Aqueous' chum handle? It's like Centaur. This isn't where the this isn't strictly where the frogs come into play, actually. That's not entirely accurate. Aradia prototypes a frog, but the explanation, I think it does explain that Dursites hate frogs, but nothing else is elaborated on beyond just that point. It's not explained why they hate frogs.
Hmm.
Centaur testicles. Wait, it is. Wait, I'm right. Wait, I'm right. I wasn't looking it up then.
Actually,
His chum handle is Centaur's testicle. He is he is the heir of Void. Um it's okay. Starts sentences with a bow and arrow. Replaces X with percent sign. Replaces it's like LOL is replaced with 100.
not 101, but 100.
Well, it's 100%. Um, doesn't like swearing. Good enough. It's Equius. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. It is singular. Yeah. Anyway, um, I don't know what Gamzee looks like. He's got, like...
He's like a clown.
I can't draw a clown!
He has like a clown nose.
I'm gonna draw him with a slime pie. Because that's what's relevant. Capricorn is like... It looks like Capricorn. It's all like... It's like an N with like a... Ooh, kinda.
Mhm.
Is that accurate? Kind of.
I can believe it.
If I do that, it's accurate. Um, I'll give him a horn to signify that he's a clown. Um, okay. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So this is Gamzee Makara. He is a clown. I guess he is a juggalo, but I'm gonna just say clown. He's also not. He's a fucking he's a purple blood, which means so purple bloods is that the word? They're not violet. Are they? Is it violet blood? Is violet blood air? What color is Eridan's color?
Indigo?
No, 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 no. Indigo is uh whatever. Um
So it's something, but it's
yeah, violet. I think it is just purple blood because Eridan is violet, which is what I thought.
mm,
I'll double check though because I'm about to describe how purple bloods like rule the land. He has horns. His horns, they look like horns. They're all like horns. He looks like he looks like he looks like fucking he's Gamzee. It is just purple blood. So purple uh bloods are like in charge of Alternia, but only the land part because they're really fucking strong and the higher two hemaspectrum colors both live in the fucking ocean for some goddamn reason. Um, Gamzee eats pie. It makes him high. Bars. Uh, Bard of Rage.
to me his defining character trait is that he often kills everyone randomly for no reason.
But
But
that's
that's in
not.
5.2.
Yeah, that's not there yet. He's terminally cap- capricious, which is spelled with words. Yeah. He uses like um bat kind, club kind. Um, he I genuinely He talks. He alternates capitalization. That's Gamzee. He doesn't do anything in 5-1 besides be
Mhm.
Gamzee. Because he only comes up in 5-2 when he starts fucking killing people. He's Karkat's friend.
Does Equius try to make everyone like just fucking bow down to Gamzee?
Yeah, actually. Well, no, Equius hates him because he's a purple blood and yet is high and chill instead of like killing everyone. Thoughts?
Um,
He's been drawn the biggest because I was zoomed out when I drew him.
he's the biggest character,
Well, he
most
is.
important character in
Well,
Homestuck.
no, that's Lil Cal, but Gamzee's a close like second. Are we ready for the Sea Dwellers?
Oh God, yeah.
Almost done, April. We have to talk
You're
about
forgetting Doc
Aaron, the best
Scratch.
character. Um, Eridan. Violet's like a kind of like this. Okay, I'm gonna. This is. Oh wait, I didn't draw fucking Seahorse Dad. Hold on. It's not a seahorse. It's a fucking. What the shit? Because Eridan has a seahorse. Gamzee has like. It's like a goat in the ocean. I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
Why is Gamzee's in the ocean?
He lives on the beach. I don't know. This isn't at
I
all
see, I
this
see.
isn't at all what he looks like. To be clear, like not in the slightest. Um, he is in the ocean though. Like I can't stress how wrong. He's only missing horns. No, he isn't. Eridan kind of looks like a troll. He kind of looks like a troll. He's got like hair that's like all like I'm Eridan. I've got like hair. It looks like hair kind of. Um, he's got like a colored streak because he's a fucking loser. I think he wears glasses. Does he wear glasses? Yeah, this looks right. He's got like Eridan glasses. He's got like a fucking he's got like a fucking cape. He wears a cape. Uh, um, and then he's got horns. Um, and then I make him a little smaller to fit with the thematic size of everyone. And then I put him here, and then I signify that he lives in the ocean by surrounding him in blue. thoughts? This is
His name.
I don't know. This is Eridan Ampora.
Empora.
Did I say that Gamzee was the Bard of Rage? Yes, good.
You did.
Um, hold on. Caligulus Aquarium. Rare reference. He's the Prince of Hope. Um, lives in the ocean, is more racist than average. Parentheses, wants to genocide all land dwellers. Was commissioning Vriska for a death laser to kill all land dwellers. Also, I think was in a kismestitude with Vriska until she got bored. Um, was Moirails with Theferi until
Who's Pfeffery?
yeah. You gotta work with me, April. Until he wanted to be mate Spritz, and she wanted nothing to do with him at all. um, is generally an asshole. Um, speaks with W's and V's doubled.
So stupid.
um,
What's his strength specimen?
he also uses, I don't know if it's specifically rifle kind, he also uses, his weapons are compatible with Jade's weapons.
I see.
I don't know if it's specifically rifle kind or if it's technically a different, okay, it is rifle kind. I don't think there's anything more about him. He has Seahorse Dad, who's all like, I'm a seahorse. He also hunts Lucy with his seahorse to feed to Pfeffery's Lucis. Sound good?
Yeah.
We're almost done, I promise, because Pfeffery isn't fucking worthwhile. What? uh, who said that?
Well, you gotta get Pfeffery.
Oh, I'll get Pfeffery. Um, Pfeffery, she's kind of like, she also has, yeah, because she's kind of got like a, kind of got like a, kind of got, she's kind of got like a, like a sort of thing going on. I don't think it's like explicitly glasses, but it's like almost glasses in a way. She's got like a lot of fucking hair. She's got like horns. Not seen that before. She's kind of, she's got her like headband because she's like a princess. She kind of looks like Pfeffery Pisces. She's got like a weird like dress thing going on. She lives in the ocean. And there you go. That's Pfeffery. not less accurate than my other attempts, I suppose. Hold on,
Pretty good.
hold on, I need some more room. This is Pfeffery Pisces. No, I didn't draw her Pisces. I need to draw her Pisces. Pisces is like the H, yeah, because I know it's the H because of her Imperial Condescension, who likes using it as an H. Um, I guess we get to, I guess this one we get, fuchsia blood, which means we do know that her ancestor is the Condess. That one we know, because it has to be. Um, so, like, fuchsia bloods are supposed to try to kill the Condess and then become new queen. The reason the Condess can't just kill them is because they all share the same Lucis, who is like literally a eldritch horde terror who can murder trolls with its mind. I'm just might as well just to fuck you. Oh, okay. I thought it was gone. Just I'll draw the Lucis. It's kind of like she's kind of got like a Lucis. It's kind of like she's got a bit of a Lucis thing going on. It's kind of like this is kind of like her Lucis.
Hmm.
It's kind of like
Hmm.
her
Hmm.
Lucis. It's kind of like what her
I
Lucis is
see.
kind of like. Um, when her Lucis dies, it releases the Vast Glub, which is a sonic wave that kills every troll in the universe. Solix has not yet entered at the time of this event. Oh, it does have a beak, doesn't it? Beak.
What happens to Solix then?
Solix enters but dies at the same time, and Pfeffery revives him into one of the dream selves. Because he has two, remember? That's why he has two, because he was destined to always die.
Right, 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 right.
Carcat has a breakdown at the fact that Carcat let Solix die. Carcat was server player. Oh, I'm gonna need sorry, Glibulov. I'm gonna have to like move you a little bit. I'm gonna kind of have to do like a little bit of a movement motion to like kind of put you not here for a second, so I can kind of do this and put you in like the corner instead. I know you understand. You can go over here. Thoughts? We're not done, but that's an important thing. Because that's
Hmm.
important for the Mobius reach around.
Hmm.
Um, Pfeffery, uh, Pfeffery is like pretty nice. She and Solix start talking after she dumps Eridan. uh,
Mm.
Trident kind. Witch of life. That's how she figured out how to revive Solix. She was the first one to figure out the revival mechanic because she's Witch of Life and she like figured it out. I think her Lucis told her. I don't know. Um,
Mhm.
that's about all she does. She revives Solix. That's her purpose.
I see.
So first off, we can't actually talk about Doc Scratch because first we have to say. So the trolls play. I didn't put her fucking chum handle. Because it's cuttlefish color. So the trolls play Scrub and they think they're playing two sessions and racing. The two teams they think exist are the Prospit and Durst Dreamers, respectively. So that way they don't notice they share planets. Eventually, they realize it, and Carcat needs to get Solix in. Carcat was first red team player, Solix was first blue team. And I have to look up an image of the double Mobius reach around because I don't remember the order. I know some of it, like Terezi is Carcat's server player, and I know which ones are Durst versus Prospect, but you know.
What are all their lands?
I don't know. I'm not putting it there. It doesn't matter. You don't even get to fucking know. Kanaya's is half covered in fucking gibberish because it doesn't want you to know it's frogs. Okay, so here's how I'm gonna do this. Where's Okay, here's how I'm gonna do this. So Harkat, how do I wanna I'm gonna do let's do it like this. Perezi, Gamzee, where is Havros, Vriska, Hanaya. Those are the Prospect Dreamers. And then there's Solix, Pfeffery, because Pfeffery revives Solix, Eridan, Nepeta, Aradia, Equius. And then it's kind of like it kind of does a little bit of a like Harkat is Solix's. So it kind of ends up looking like this. Equius lets Kanaya.
Is there another? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the loop. But they think that it's two
Okay.
separate things until the
Mhm.
end, where it's revealed that. Because Solix is the. I guess maybe Solix isn't actually deemed the leader, because Equius might be, because Equius goes first. I don't know if that. Um, First in blue team, first in red team. And that's the double Mobius reach around. Is it goes in this order backwards, and this order backwards, and then they connect at the end.
Mhm.
And then that's almost everything in Act 5, Act 1. Except for the fact that I now have to spend real time in my real life showing Doc Scratch. Okay, so he's kind of got a cube. He's kind of got like a bit of a cue ball for a head. And he wears like a fucking suit. Um, you. He's kind of wearing like a suit. It's green and part of it. I know that it's like green. Um, no. He's got like arms. He like holds himself like he's like an asshole who's got like a pompous ass stance. He's got like feet, and that's him. This is Doc Scratch.
No, you need to write it in white text.
I'm not doing that because Paint doesn't let you like hover over it, so you won't be able to read it.
Mhm. We'll
I
just do
can.
it in off white.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it in off-white. That's fine. Now this is readable. I can see it.
Perfect.
I'll go a little darker. I think it undid me going a little darker. The plot of Deltarune revealed. This is
Perfect.
Doc Scratch. He's Alternia's first guardian. Last guardian. Sorry, first guardian's from cool, a new webcomic. No, first guardian is. Fuck! I'm getting kunk bunked. Do you know how bad it is that you end up like getting confused about like meme webcomics? Because it is first guardian. I was right the first time. My brain was like, no, Beck is a first guardian because he's the first guardian.
You say meme webcomics as if that's a distinct entity from Homestuck.
Yeah, yeah. He is an asshole. He works for Lord English. He is an excellent host. Is omnipotent. I guess omniscient. He's not. He can't do anything. He almost can. Um, Mostly except cue balls, and then he grooms Kanaya, Vriska, and Terezi at various points, and Rose too, but that's in 5-2. He like raised
Mhm.
Kanaya, and then he like chats with Vriska and like emotionally gaslights her about her being a piece of shit. Because he's an asshole.
I
And then
see.
Terezi, he generally doesn't speak to, because the only real time that happens is when Terezi is like, hey, jackass, Vriska has your ball. And then he's like, she has what? And then that's that. So I can do
Mhm.
that. And that's Act 5, Act 1. Is that good? Was that good?
What do the Midnight Crew get up to during Act 5, Act 1?
They don't. You briefly see like some of them talking in the terminals to various people,
Hmm.
but they don't do anything.
Okay. Do any other exiles show up?
No, it's just theoretically the Midnight Crew and Snowmen are the only ones that are mentioned.
What does Snowman do?
Get exiled by Jack Noir and the Frog.
Okay. What do you mean, and the frog?
It was mentioned in chat. Aradia prototypes a frog until she becomes a robot. And then Aradia prototypes a frog, and then she prototypes herself, and then that sprite possesses a robot.
I see.
And by a frog, I mean the Frog Temple, because it's always the Frog Temple. Remember, Rule 1. She
Right. I
prototypes
remember
the
Rule
head
1.
of the Frog Temple, and then the queen, like, essentially how it goes is Aradia prototypes the head of the Frog Temple, and therefore the queen
Mhm.
refuses to wear her ring because she refuses to look like a frog. Because that's sacrilegious
Ah,
on Durst.
I see.
The king's okay with it because he has to be. Anyway, just
I
to
see.
point out that them winning is frankly really impressive, reminder, Pfeffery's sprite is the thing that can kill trolls with its mind. So the king had the power to kill trolls with his mind. This is elaborated on later. Canonically, the strategy was instead of what Dave does, where all of his like stable time loop selves just kind of like let themselves die. Every doomed Aradia teleported to the final battle to put up like a psychic barrier to make it so the king can't just kill them all. So there's like a million Aradia bots at the end.
Right.
And that's how they win. Almost
Is that?
finished 5-2 to be honest. I just want to do it all again because I can't. I can't.
Mhm. Mhm.
And also it's my favorite part of the comic. Any
Are we
questions?
sure I don't get to demand that you tell me what all their lands are?
I have to look them all up. I don't know a single one.
Oh, there's the frogs.
Hanaya is like wet and frog. I swear to God he is. Okay, apparently, and you're making me type this. Land of Pulse and Haze. Land. What the of Quartz and Melody. You're right, this is worth it. Land of Sand and Zephyr. Land of Brains and Fire. I actually knew that one, I realize. Eridan has. I know angels are on his.
Right, the fucking angels.
Because in 5-2, he Parquet chastises him for killing the fucking angels, which are like unkillable like NPCs that like get super pissed off, and then he spends the entire fucking session just dealing with the fact that every single god angel on his planet is like evil. Anyway, this one's you're right, this is worth it, because do you know what Nepetas is?
What?
Land of Little Cubes and Tea. Lolcat for short.
Right.
Land of rays and it doesn't tell you in 5-1. Thought and flow. Fuck you. F.
I'm glad Perezi gets two different colors.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up which is which, so whatever. That might actually happen at some point, ironically enough. I forgot Gamzee was land of tents and mirth. Right. Because Eridan, it doesn't explicitly mention the angels, but he's on the land of wrath and anger. No, it does say angels. I wish it was anger. I think that would have been awesome, actually. Land of Dew and Glass. There. Happy?
Wonderful.
Any questions?
Um,
Do you feel ready to read 5-2?
I think so.
Remind this said 5-1 ends with essentially the trolls lose their session, or the trolls win their session, but lose for an unknown reason.
Mhm.
They can't claim their prize, as it were.
Oh, you're right. We need to write that down.
Yeah, I will. The trolls win but cannot claim their prize and have to hide in the ectobiology lab in the Vale. There you go. Isn't it all you could want? Any questions, April?
Um, has the scratch come up yet?
No.
Only Doctor Scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an excellent host. The Scratch is the plot of 5-2.
Okay.
The Scratch becomes the plan brewed to get the humans out of their unwinnable session.
I see.
In the list of things like that don't matter as much because Cavan's not here, the troll session that you see here actually, the mysterious like fifth session that never gets mentioned, like never gets really shown, only like kind of explained a little bit. The troll session we see in 5-1 with Karkin and all them is post Scratch. in the Alternia universe. The
Right.
Dancestors are called that because they played Spurb and lost and scratched, and then the neutrals played.
Right. This is such bullshit.
I love Homestuck. It's such a shame it kind of like loses some steam at the end. Because 5-2 and like even the beginning of Act 6 is so good. Genuinely one of
Mhm.
my Acts 4, 5, and like the first half of 6 are genuinely some of my favorite like sci-fi stuff. Like ever.
Mhm.
Anyway, you want this, right? Like that's what you want? You want that?
Yeah. Yeah. We
Yeah.
did it.
Boy howdy. Can you believe that the stream was 3.5 hours long? Which is like the longest stream I've done in maybe over a year. I was gonna do laundry, April.
I can't believe this went longer than last time.
Well, we did read the intermission, but yeah, 5-1 took way longer than I expected. It's almost like there were 13 characters.
14.
No. No, he doesn't count.
We have Jack Noir.
Fine.
If you
Hey,
count the Losairs characters, then it's really 26.
anyway, I'm going to stop stream now. Thank you guys in chat for watching when you did.
I feel
But
so prepared to start 5.2 when Kevin gets back
yeah,
from
well, we have
this.
to now because now we're committed. Yeah.